Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Pray that we have a rock Shabbat. Let's go out, truth and sincerity. Spirit of Yah. Today's lesson gonna be over why love matters. Today's lesson is why does love matter? Alright, so do a little chat on in the New Testament. There's several types in the New Testament. There's several types of love. The translation purposes. We're gonna talk about Agape and Phileo. Those are the main two. Agape. Yeah, there's many ways to say it, but that's one way to say it. And Phileo, that's one spelling of it. So, we're going to first just read the definition of is Strong's G25 and Strong's G26. This is two of the translations that it means. To welcome, this is Strong's 25. To welcome, to entertain, to be fond of, to love dearly, to be well pleased, to be contented at with a thing. And
which one was that again?
this G25.
Which one?
No, Agape.
Agape.
But there's two translations of that word. Is Phileo just means brotherly love.
Right.
So, but there's two translations for agape, however you want to say it. And this is Strong's G26. Affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love, and love feast. That's talking about the love feast. Is talking about like when they was doing the Lord's Supper, it was having that feast there, the brotherly, communion together. Those get-togethers that should be quote unquote. They're technically called love feast. So most of them be having pig meat feast. You coming over for the pig meat feast? The crawfish feast, the abomination feast. Yeah, so that's that. And we're gonna mainly focus on those two, and a little bit on Phileo. So just to introduce that to y'all real quick. And now we're going to go to 1 John chapter 4, and this is Agape 25. 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 to 12. First John chapter 4, 7 to 12. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of Yah. Everyone that loveth is born of Yah and knoweth Yah. And these things, are good to really put in your mind and heart, because you're really going to be able to distinguish between the children of Yah and the children of the devil. Now, you might look like somebody that's a devil, and they might look like you, a child of Yah, but it's your actions and your behaviors. A person that you might be around might be full of hate, evil, and they ain't gonna change. They can go dip in some water of Jordan 27 times. They still gonna come up and be full of hate and evil. Distinguish between the ones of the devil and the ones of Yah. Just like Yahushua Mashiach said, if they was with us, they would have never departed from us. That's what the scripture says. So you got to really key in on people's spirit. Do they have a spirit of Satan? And then you got, when a child of Yah get caught up in there, Satan riding them. The children of Satan is riding with Satan. Satan rides the children of Yah. Big difference. You got when you look at them, you got to be sure they ride with Satan or they being ridden by Satan. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? Because the children of Satan ride with Satan. Okay. All right. This point, because these are key things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be friends with the devil over notes. You know. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of Yah, and everyone that loveth is born of Yah, and knoweth Yah. Okay, and remember that's to love dearly. This is the Agape Strong's 25. He that loveth not knoweth not Yah, for Yah is love. Again, when people are saying these, oh, I love, but if they're not doing these things accordingly, that's not, either they need to be refined or the love is not in them. They just, just like the Pharisees, when Yahushua HaMashiach called them the devil, they called Yahushua HaMashiach Beelzebub. You see how Satan used the mind games, In this was manifested the love of Yah towards us, because that Yah sent his only begotten Son into the world, that we might live through him. Herein is love, not that we loved Yah, but that he loved us, and sent his Son to be the partition for our sins. Beloved, if Yah so loved us, we ought also to love one another. And you see how John even every so often, beloved, my beloved brother, my beloved sister, always keeping that love motion going in the atmosphere. No man hath seen Yah at any time. If we love one another, Yah dwelleth in us, and his love is perfected in us. Okay? Now we're going to go to John chapter 13, verse 34 to 35. And this is Agape 25 also. John chapter 13, verse 34 to 35. A new commandment I give unto you. I don't think Brother Ron was drinking when he said it earlier, Brother King. It is actually 11 commandments.
Yeah, I obey all 10.
Well, no, the new one is this. A new commandment is I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. This is the official 11 commandments, because until he came to set that example, there was no example. So when he came to establish that example, he added that one to it. Okay. Now we're going to go to John chapter 15, verse 5. Because if you're not in his perfect love, you don't understand these things. That's why you have children of the devil even talking about they full of love. Even some children of the devil, they just, remedial, there's different levels, just like y'all children, there's the foolish ones, the stupid ones, the mediocre ones, the smart ones. Satan got stupid children, the foolish ones. Get back over here, Lucifer too. God, every time I turn my back, doing something stupid. Lucifer got problems with children too, don't get it? Lucifer Jr. Okay. John chapter 15, verse 5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. Without the love of Yah through Yahushua Mashiach, it's all in vain. That's why there's plenty of songs, don't let my works be in vain, Brother Ron quoting every now and then. So many people on that day, the works were not perfect. They were in vain. Samantha, go to hell. Because they didn't understand the true matter of perfect, why love really matters, That's why they give things, That's why the scriptures say, well, I've visited the poor, I've helped the poor, I went to the jails, etc., etc., but it wasn't in perfect love. You know what I'm saying? And until you understand that, you'll never be able to manifest that. Luke chapter 6, verse 27 to 37. Luke chapter 6, verse 27 to 37. But I say unto you, which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you, bless them that curse you, and pray for them which do spitefully use you. Now, the only way you can do this, unless you are in his perfect love. If you are if you are a branch on his tree that's reaping fruit. Because just like him, when he was casting out a demon, the little boy who had that demon on him, he even told the disciples, how long do I have to continue to bear you? Meaning, I'm ready to go. Everybody working his nerves. But it was his love in him that continued to endure foolishness, to endure people just not getting it as they should have getting patience. Bless them that curse you, and pray for them which despitefully use you. And unto him that smite thee on the one cheek offer also the other. And him that taketh away thy cloak, forbid not to take thy coat also. Just like the prodigal son. He said, Father, give me my inheritance. No, man, here you go. Just gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, hopefully you're in a state of purity with Yah. So when you do something like this, you want to play super Christian. Hopefully you are super Christian. So Yah see you, be like, all right, you gave him that, I got you. No worry. I got something in the mail coming for you. But if you're not that super Christian and you're doing that stuff, Yah, I gave him everything. You need to stop eating pork before you talk to me too. So if you're gonna do this stuff, I warn you, be that super Christian. Because Yah gonna look at your sins on you first, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing what happened to them. He said, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. They thought they were super Christians, but they really weren't. And unto him that, verse 30, give to every man that asketh of thee, and of him that taketh away thy goods, ask them not again. And as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. For if ye love them which love you, let me see the translation of that, 32. Credit. For if ye love them which love you, what credit have ye? For sinners also love those that love them. And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what credit have ye? For sinners also do even the same. And if ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what credit have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners, to receive as much gain. But love your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again. And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest. For he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful. Okay? Now we're going to go to 6, 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1 to 13. And this is Agape 26, Strong's 26. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1 to 13. Though I speak with tongues of man and of angels, and have not love, the true word there is love, not charity, I become as sounding brass, or as a tinkling cymbal. And you know, because everybody wants this speaking in tongues, when Paul himself even says each person is giving certain parts of the Spirit for the body, for the kingdom. So everybody, you know, when they just love speaking in tongues, and they're not even speaking in tongues, but they want that, they want that one. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understandeth all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, have not love, I am nothing. This is the importance of it. You know, just like with Saul. Saul was anointed. Lucifer, anointed cherub. Adam, you know, given the world. But they lacked love, some more than others. Adam wasn't as bad as Saul and Lucifer. And Saul wasn't as bad as Lucifer, but they lacked that love. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not love, it profiteth me nothing. Love suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Love does not brag itself, is not puffed up, doeth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked. So a lot of these quote-unquote super Bible believers, boy, are they just a little pluck on the ear? Ah! I told you, give me that $25, man. like, you know, just very easily provoked. And these are the signs of somebody, you know, the devil riding them. So, you know, so you gonna have to have that perfect love for them to help them out on that, you know. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of times people don't get it. Like, it was a shell shock. Like, Yahushua HaMashiach stood there and took all of their pain and their hatred, and not until they released it all on them, man, you messed up. Not saying, oh, we killed the wrong person. Like, man, I can't believe we did this to a loving, innocent person. I'm ashamed. You know, and he knew that. He knew that was going to happen. That's why he said, forgive the Father, for they knew not what they do. But sometimes that's why he's talking about this perfect love. Sometimes you got to go low with somebody to get them to realize, like, man, I can't believe how wrong I was. Rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Beareth all things, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. That's why Scripture say, he that does not carry his cross is not worthy of me. That means if you don't carry your cross, that's it. You ain't going to the kingdom.
That's why no reason it's gonna be around, man.
You ain't going to the kingdom.
You gonna do nothing. Come on.
If you doing that, you ain't going to the kingdom.
Okay, what cross you carrying?
You know, like a pocket cross. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Love never faileth. Look at that. Love never faileth. Why? Because it's just there. That's why the Scriptures say we love him because he loved us first. It was just there. Didn't have to ask for it. Didn't have to beg for it. It was just there. And that's why that 11th commandment is there now, because he came to show you a perfect example of how to give that agape love to your brothers and your sisters. Love never faileth. But, and that's another thing, you can always have a surety on Yah through Yahushua HaMashiach, his love is never going to fail me. Now, you got to trust in him, you got to seek him, and it's never going to fail. But, whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether they be tongues, they shall cease. Again, a lot of people in these churches, they love this tongue stuff, even though they're not talking in tongues. They just love talking this, you know, and I don't hear a lot of this in these places that seek to practice that, you know. Scripture says, whether there be tongues, there shall cease. Whether they be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man or a woman, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love. Always. Okay, now we're going to go to Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 9, verse 9 to 10. Romans chapter 12. And this is Agape, Strong's 26. Verse 1, verse 9 to 10. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren. And you see, it's always, you know, when you're talking to somebody, you know, my beloved, my brethren, always setting up the tone to establish a foundation, an environment, an atmosphere of love. By the mercies of Yah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yah, which is your reasonable service. So it's a job. It's a job that you got to do to keep holy. Nobody can be holy. This is crazy talk. That's what they say. That's what they say. Well, I love going to that Luke 1. When you say John Paris, they were perfect and upright and walking in all his statues. Right. Every time I take somebody there, that's right. They can't be in the Bible. That's right. You got the devil on you. Yeah. You know, they don't want to be holy because there's nobody holding them to that standard of holiness, of perfect. But verse 9 to 10. Let love be without dissimulation. Being a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite in love. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Okay? Now we're going to go to John chapter 21. This is Phileo. John chapter 21, 15 to 17. John 21, 15, 17. This is Phileo, brotherly love. So when they had denied Yahusha, said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, Yes, Elohim, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my lambs. He said to him again the second time, Simon. Now you know everybody listening on this. Why you guys? Some must be Peter must got beefing on him. You know.
He just didn't hear yesterday. He just been listening.
Check this out, man. Listen. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Elohim, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Elohim, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahusha said unto him, Feed my sheep. See right there? And let's see how this played out here. Because he had that brotherly love. This is that Phileo love, that brotherly love. Acts chapter 2. Seeing the manifestation of this. And Peter is the one that denied him 3 times. You know, and he said it 3 times. For every time he denied me, Peter, thou lovest me? I know him not. Peter, does thou lovest me? Look at that. See that little parable? I just gave you that right there.
I was with him.
That's what they said.
You was with him. I was your speech betrays you.
Hey, you one of them, yeah.
You're a Galilean.
Acts chapter 2, 29, verse 41 to verse 41. Now this is Peter in straight redemption mode, showing that real brotherly love after Yahusha asked him 3 times, Dost thou lovest me? Man and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us unto this day. Therefore, being a prophet and knowing that Yah had sworn with an oath to him that of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he would raise up Christ to sit on his throne. He seeing this being spake of the resurrection of Yahusha, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption. This Yahusha hath Yah raised up, whereof we all witness. And you know he was speaking with some bass and some power in there, because he had to make up. Brothers, listen, brothers. Therefore, being by the right hand of Yah exalted, and having received the Father the promise of the Ruach HaKodesh, he hath shed forth this, which ye now see and hear. For David is not ascended into the heavens, but he hath himself. But he said himself, El said unto my Elohim, sit on my right hand until I make thy foes thy footstool. Therefore let all the house of Israel know assuredly that Yah hath made that same Yahusha, whom ye have crucified, both Elohim and Christ. Because what? Because what they not, now he's pulling that shame out of them. You know what he did for you. Come on now, brothers. Come on now, sisters. Feel that prick in your heart like David? And watch how that manifested. Now when they heard this, they were all pricked in their heart. Like this came on right on time. And said unto Peter and to the rest of the apostles, men and brethren, what shall we do? Then, see, he got it. Got it. Now the sheep is ready to be led. What he said, son, dost thou love me? Yes, feed my sheep. That's what he's doing right here. It's manifesting fully. Then Peter said unto them, repent and be baptized every one of you in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach for the remission of sins, and ye shall receive the gift of the Ruach HaKodesh. And again, that comes in many forms. Prophecy, tongues. It just don't come in tongues. Many healing. It has many parts. For the promise is unto you and to your children and to all that are far off, because the Hebrew Israelites were scattered abroad, even as many as our Yah shall call. And with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourselves from this onward toward generation. Then they that gladly received his word were baptized, and he the same day there was added unto them about 3,000 souls. So when he seen Yahushua HaMashiach, I told you, I love thou. We good now? We good. Okay. Revelations chapter 2, verse 4. This is that Agape Strong's 26. Revelations chapter 2, verse 4. See, Peter didn't do this. He went full strength in it. But a lot of brothers and sisters are succumbing to this right here. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Now this is Yahushua HaMashiach's big problem here. You have turned your back on my love. And love matters to Yahushua HaMashiach. That's why he told Peter 3 times. That's why he added another commandment, which is to love thy brothers and love thy people, thy brothers, as you would want other men to love you. And this is why he pointing this out to them, because he takes this matter as very serious. Love is a serious matter for him, and to not have love that is acceptable level to him will get you in hell. Will get you right past the golden gates into the, I'm sure there's some black gates, red hot, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they are gold, you know what I'm saying? Into its style. Yeah. Come on down to hell, you made it. You know what I'm saying? Alright, and now we're going to go to Matthew chapter 7 and 6. Because you got to make sure who you giving this love to, you know, and Yahushua HaMashiach going to clear this up. Because, you know, just like him, he's not giving everything to anybody. When he was in his own town, he didn't give them nothing. Anybody tell me he gave them one thing, he said because of their unbelief, I ain't give them nothing. Could he have given them something? Yeah, absolutely. But he didn't. Not one thing. Everybody, he walked in there with a bunch of sick people, and he left out with a bunch of sick people there. So what is that saying? It's about to manifest. Matthew chapter 7, verse 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. So Yahushua Mashiach is making this clear, because this whole matter of love that he is continues trying to manifest and to help people understand and give the example of is very precious. It's a commodity. It's a commodity that is so scarce that he says if you put it on this light on top of the mountaintop, all the people is going to come up. There's one light. Everybody going to come up there in a world full of darkness. You know, it's very precious and powerful, and you can't just give this to anybody. That's why when we first started to discerning the spirits between somebody who's riding with Satan and somebody who's being ridden by Satan. Make sure you understand this, because the devil ain't got no problem taking everything that you want to give. Give it, love. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. More. Give more. Open it up.
That's right. Open the door to your heart.
Open it, pour it out. Let the blessings in. Yeah. Matthew chapter 12, 46 to 50. Because even, we just read that, he said, no man come to me unless the Father draws them unto me. So you got to understand, y'all ain't calling everybody. Nope, not that one. Nope, yes, that one right there. Nope. It's plenty more no's than yeses. It's a remnant he's looking for. No. Me. No. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Get that one. Get one. It's plenty no's. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Say, no man come to the Father unless he is called. Matthew chapter 12, 46 to...
That's powerful right there.
Hallelujah. 46 to 50. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, discerning to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy father and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples, and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, that's again like I was saying, you have to really get in tune and fast and really get this spirit of discernment on you to discern between people riding with Satan and people being ridden by Satan. Okay? I see a lot of people fall because of this. The devil can put on a sad face, put a stick out of lip, give you a hug. I appreciate you. Got a knife, you can't wait to stab you in the back too.
Yes, sir.
When you go put your pen in, they look. Be careful.
Riding with Satan.
That's right.
I like that. That's a good one. I like that.
But all glory to God. But and verse 49, and he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. And yes, children of God get into some stuff, they got to repent, get themselves readjusted. But the children of the devil, they don't do that. So you got to make sure who you giving your pearls and your precious things to. Because Yahushua Mashiach went to Galilee, he didn't give nobody nothing. His hand stayed in his pocket. And that's where he grew up.
That's his faith. He was at home. You know what I'm saying? Because that faith, they ain't getting nothing. Only a few got it.
I had to use no virtue here.
Wow.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, 26 to 34. Well, it matter who you get it from and who you give it to.
Go ahead now.
Hallelujah.
Whew. Powerful right there.
Hallelujah.
Get it from and we can give it to.
That's right.
Now. Hey.
You seen Brother Ron in a couple years. I ain't mad at you. Yeah. 1 Corinthians chapter 26. 1 Corinthians chapter 26. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 26 to 34. You can always depend on Brother King. 26 to 34. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show Elohim's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of Elohim unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of Elohim. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning Elohim's body. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. You don't want nobody to judge you? Look in the mirror. Before you wake up in the morning, all right. Know what you got to do, and bam. Ain't nobody, what somebody else going to tell you? I beat you. I beat you today. But we are judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of Elohim, that we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. And if any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye come not together unto condemnation. And the rest will I set in order when I come. And the main point of this is in Jude chapter 1, 8 to 13. Take that same understanding and bring it to Jude chapter 8 to 13, because you got to be careful who you fellowshipping with. You know, you might just be fellowshipping with some dogs, and they drinking Elohim's prayer to get something to drink, and you going out to eat with them. Better be. This make me want some juice. Like, okay, you can't, you know, you've seen somebody you're doing a spiritual thing, so spiritual behavior needs to be dispensed. You know, you talking some things that are not spiritual, like you just eat some chicken and biscuits, you know, and this somebody you want to hang out with, that's, at least try to correct them, see if they riding with the devil or the devil riding, you know.
The devil riding. Pray with the devil riding.
Yes.
And he riding with the devil.
Yes. Jude.
Sound like a BB King song, riding with the king.
Probably, I'm sure there is some song like that.
It is a song like that, man. That came to mind. Go ahead, son. I'm sorry.
Jude, no problem. Jude chapter 1, verse 8 to 13. Likewise also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, darest not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, Elohim rebuke thee. But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally as brute beasts. In those things they corrupt themselves. Woe unto them, for they have gone into the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the arrow of Balaam, for reward, and punished in the naysaying of Korah. These are spots in your feast of charity, because we was talking about that feast, the love feast. So remember, we come together, like when the 12 disciples and Yahushua Mashiach came together, had that feast. That was that love feast. So you got to be careful, who's again amongst the fellowship. Are they, of the body, or are they just going through something in the body? To discern that, to not have this manifest into this, because Yah makes it clear, don't give this love to just anybody. These are spots in your feast of charity. When they feast with you, feeding themselves with fear. Clouds they are, without water. That's a good thing. Cloud, they'll make you a little shade. We're doing a drought. That cloud just be run. Don't rain no nothing. Just run. Clouds they are, without water, carried about of winds. Trees whose fruit wither, without fruit. Twice dead. Sure you want to be hanging around these people, giving these people this love?
They dead.
That's dead, man. Like
dead here and dead everlasting.
Plucked up by the roots. Raging waves of the it's a 12. No, 13. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame. Wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. So we have to be mindful. And everybody always wants the gift of tongues. How about the gift of discernment? To know if somebody's the devil in your mix. Somebody's twice dead in your mix before you open up these love feasts for somebody and just want to pour out love that is for them that follow Yah through Yahushua Mashiach. Your brothers and your sisters who are going through something, that's one thing. But you got to have discernment to make sure who you're giving this precious gift. Because Yahushua Mashiach ain't do it. There was a Gentile woman who said, asking him for a blessing. He said, nah, I can't give the meat, the children's meat to the dogs. And she, humbled herself down and he blessed her. He went to his own hometown, Galilee, ain't walked around like this. Hands ain't touched nobody, because he didn't give nothing that was holy unto the ungrateful dogs, even amongst his own people. And he came for them. Who didn't know Yahushua Mashiach doing all the miracles in Galilee? Everybody know him. All right, Revelations chapter 3, verse 7 to 13. The church that everybody want to be a part of. Probably got the fewest members too.
What? Powerful right there. You just said that. That's powerful.
Hallelujah. Philadelphia. Phileo, Philadelphia means brotherly love. So this is the church that names mean brotherly love. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write these things, said he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth that no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and has not denied my name. From the moment they started, they had brotherly love, until the moment that any one of them are taken away or pass on, they have brotherly love. He's very pleased with this church. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, test, the tribulation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. See right here, these people, they good, they money. They just waiting. They got the crown, they straight. I'm just waiting on my transfer out of here. Just like the army, like just waiting to get transferred out of here. I'm waiting to go home. They good.
Right.
Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my El, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my El, and the name of the city of my El, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven. Again, people, nobody's going to heaven. The kingdom's coming down here. You still gonna be needing a bed, needing some stuff, you know, some cantaloupe, some meat and all that stuff. He just gonna take over when he come down here. Which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my Yah. Which in the book of Ezariah, as we read that last week, I believe that Ezariah saw New Jerusalem. Yah gave him a first look in it, told him to look at it. And I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. Okay? Now, we're going to end on Jude, chapter 1, verse 1 to 2, and verse 21. Jude chapter 1 to 2. Jude, the servant of Yahushua HaMashiach, and brother of James, to them that are sanctified by Yah, the Father, and preserved in Yahushua HaMashiach, and called. See right there, that sums it up right there. Yah called them, Yahushua HaMashiach preserved. Just right there. Mercy unto you, and peace, and love be multiplied. See, man, you start a level like that, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, your wife, your brother, your sister, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get put in the mood, like, okay, this must be some good stuff in there, you know what I'm saying? Somebody talking to me like that, you know? Verse 21. Keep yourselves in the love of Yah, that agape. 26. Looking for the mercy of our El, Elohim, Yahushua HaMashiach, until eternal life. So we must continue to keep ourselves in love. Not just his laws, statutes, and commandments, but his love as well. Deep, understanding his love. Getting to know his love. You know, because a lot of people out here, I can just see the depth in their eyes. Can't nobody love you like Jesus. And I just see the demon on them. like you so far from his love. I mean, you know, his love is on you in a unconscious state. You know what I'm saying? Because he's showing you mercy and all that stuff. But you really don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. Because after they leave out their church and cursing up a storm, calling up being messy, you know what I'm saying?
Lighting up the cigarette.
You know, doing all type of stuff. You even probably take Yahushua's name in vain. Oh, excuse me. I love Jesus. I love you. My man Jesus. That ain't the love Yahushua Mashiach talking about. We got to take this matter of love very important. That Phileo, that Philadelphia brotherly love, that Agape 26:25, that perfect love, that long-suffering love. So, and these are the characteristics that one needs to be in you. And it's nothing that you have to force in you. Because if you got to force it in you, that's a problem. It should be radiating out of you because something should be in you. Yah should be in you and it's radiating out of you. Some might need a little bit of help on the long way, but it shouldn't be something that, you shouldn't have to turn it to Incredible Hulk type stuff to get a little, thank you, I had to do all that. That's a red flag. You might be riding with the devil.